Are we live?
We are live.
Oh shit!
We are live. Good morning. Why don't you mute your spaces?
Isn't my spaces? I thought my spaces was muted. Hold on.
No, because I hear a background noise. Anyway, the breakdown, episode 86, sponsored by Unstoppable Domains, sponsored also by xSPECTAR, powered by Gokhshtein Media. We are back again. We had a lot of fun yesterday talking about everything that went on. I don't know if that was fun, but we had a we had a lot of people that joined in. We had John. Shout out to John Deeden, who came on to talk about the library case. But for the most part, we talked about because it was on air. It happened, right? Akil, it happened all on air.
Yep.
Where here we go. CZ went ahead and bought FTX, which was just like I guess stunning when you think about it. It was a shocker. So we'll go ahead and get into that. We'll have BitBoy on during the show. BitBoy was out there. BitBoy was out there. You got to give him. You got to give him. What are you doing?
I'm shaking my protein
You
shake.
really shake your bottle right now as I'm talking and giving one of the most electrifying speeches in crypto history.
But it's my morning meal. It's my protein shake. I did the workout. I'm getting my protein in. Can I be happy?
I'll give you some protein. Um, anyway, Ben Armstrong, known as BitBoy, he was out there. Listen, you got to give him his credit. Got to give him his due. He was out there, you know, legitimately getting on Sam. He was out there saying like, Sam is this, Sam is that, and not. I don't think a lot of people took BitBoy seriously when he was out there and he was, continuously tweeting about it. Saying like, "Yo, like something's not right. Something's not right." He was. We even did a spaces where he
Yeah.
further he tried to elaborate it, he tried to get into it, but he was like, yo, I can't go full depth into it, but like this guy is shady. And what happens? SBF, FTX, huge hole in their paperwork, they go down, and the only people left, the only person left to save him was CZ. And though I still stick by what I said yesterday, that CZ, I think he knew about this way before it was reported by CoinDesk. And by the way, I did all my research yesterday on everything. I've researched this, every single piece of information that I can grab a hold of. I researched last night, trying to put the timetable together.
Mm.
I will not back off of it, Akil. It was in the works. Like, this is no conspiracy theory, but this was in the works to go ahead and bring the, I don't want to say the young man. Is he young? Yeah, the young man to his
Yeah, he's
knees.
like 30, 31,
I keep
maybe
forgetting
30.
because I look younger than most of these people, so I keep forgetting, you know, I keep forgetting their ages. But he brought him to the FTX down to the knees. By the way, I don't believe this report about Tom Brady investing $650 million into FTX. That thing that's going around, crypto Twitter. I think that's false. I don't think he put more than $50,000 into FTX. I
Yeah,
think
I
it's
don't.
him to be a part of FTX and the brand, and not vice versa. So I don't, this whole $650 million that he put in that might have led to his divorce with Giselle is complete BS, man. Like that is this is what I'm talking about, the immaturity in our space, that's just to put that out there, and people actually getting into it and thinking that it's legitimate, and some high profile influencers were pushing it. Like, stop, oof yourself. And whoever did the oof, who I'm targeting.
Oh,
Good morning, Akil, on the West Coast.
yeah. Good morning, DG. 6:55 out here on the West Coast. Uh, So, just to help you feel better about this, last night I went out with an executive from another crypto exchange, and they kind of reinstated what you just said, that CZ had been going around and talking with other CEOs and just simply asking them, "How are things going for you?"
Yo,
I mean,
yo.
David, I swear to God, this is a very credible person. I had to have dinner with them, and it was literally they just said they had been going around asking, "How are things going for you?" Just kind of like that whole little, "Oh, just catching up. Want to see what you guys are doing. How are things going for you guys?" So you are not crazy. This does sound like it was in the works. It also sounds like CZ had been silently working to get information just out of colleagues, and I think this is something that came out of it.
And maybe it's somebody who is not happy at FTX just slipping it. Like that's my thinking. But either way, look, it's a good thing. It's actually a good thing. I actually don't mind this at all. I'm happy that it happened now and not have it happen later. And 1 second while I just tweet out the YouTube. By the way, you can join us on YouTube. We are live on YouTube. We're also live on Twitter Spaces. But if you want to see our reactions, you also want to see some of our guests that are coming on. We had John Deedon yesterday. We'll have BitBoy today. You're going to want to go ahead and subscribe, hit notifications, get on and sign up to Gokhshtein Media's YouTube channel. You want to support a real media news outlet, go ahead and click on us. And again, shout out to everybody who comes down to the breakdown every single morning. Episode 86, we made it. We're going to 100. We're going to past 100. We're going to 1,000, son. And you're giving me a cake. Hold on 1 second. Let me just.
I'm giving you a cake. I am not buying you a cake for making it to 1,000 episodes, but I will say, I got a check last night for $109 from my mortgage company. And they were like, I overpaid them. And I was like, but why did you give me the money back? They act like I want it. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Get rid of this paper shit.
You're
Go do
still on.
something else.
You don't do paperless, man. You're not trying to save the environment.
It's what they sent me. They send me stuff. I'm just like, I didn't ask for this. So it's like 90% of all the mail that we get in America. By the way, congratulations to America. You voted exactly how you should have. You voted your conscience. I am so proud of this great nation. Equal split. The candidates are right for the districts, the people that were right for their communities. That's how you should vote, folks. So congratulations. And for anybody that's like, vote for crypto. Nah, fuck that shit. Because you can convince somebody that you're right. You can't convince somebody that they're not crazy.
Okay. Disappointed with the results yesterday. I'm not going to get into it.
How are you disappointed? It's good for the country.
Okay, Bernie Sanders. But either way, a little bit disappointed. But I'm gonna stick to that for the next show. I'm not gonna go. Actually, maybe I'll just talk about a little bit at the end. But maybe, just a maybe, Bernie Sanders. Man, you love socialism. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm a conservative out here. Remember
you
that.
are not a conservative. You are.
Remember, I am a conservative out here.
Stop.
On the
Stop.
West Coast, I am conservative.
Full stop.
I'm
Full stop.
serious. No
Anyway,
cap. No cap.
yesterday I happened to go into a Twitter Spaces called Crypto and Cocktails, and I was sitting back and listening to. I don't like going into these big ass rooms where like there's 4,000 people and there's only one person talking. It's like an echo chamber. Like, and there's three people that are so it's like a 3-man group, and like there's no other opinions uh, that are being or nobody else that can get up there and express how they feel about the space. I don't do those rooms, but I like going into those 50, 60 man, groups. By the way, can you kick this son of a bitch out of here? Right there, that piece of shit right there, kick him right out. right out.
Who?
This one right here. Oh, I can do that too. Hold on.
You're pointing, and I'm like, who are you talking about? Who'd you let in?
Throw his ass out. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, Mustafa or
I'll
Hana?
smack the shit out of him in real life. Anyway, um, I went into that room. I listened into what people had to say, and at the end of the day, it's what I tweeted, and I stand by it. You want transparency because a lot of people said, "Oh, we want transparency from these exchanges. We want transparency. I would like transparency from a centralized business." You're not going to get it. You're not going to get any transparency. Unfortunately, even if people say they're going to give you transparency, you're not going to get it. Like I'm telling you right now, you're not going to get it. So the only transparency that you will get is if you own the keys. Again, I'm going to say it. If you own the keys to your wallet, if you own the keys, you get your full transparency. That's it. I love some of the most notable figures in our space. That doesn't mean that their shit can't collapse. Okay, might not listen. Akil, it might not be due to them. Might not be due to them. Oh my God, here we go. Yo, who's letting in these douchebags? Who is letting
I
in these douchebags?
I have no idea, but you know what it means, David? It means that we're actually
I love this.
popular.
I love this, man.
There, we're popular.
We are popular. It's okay. I'm not offended though. Um, but but you want transparency. I'm gonna repeat it again. Own the keys to your wallet. That is it. Period. Said. Done. Done.
You hold
Do
the whole
not.
not your keys, not your crypto.
But it's true. Not your keys, not your crypto. Like it really is true. Like like stop chasing money. Like I've stated this before. Stop chasing money. You'll be fine. And you know what? Yes, Haley, it was a good space. Crypto and cocktails was a good space. You came in there a lot. Listen, a lot of people were depressing. A lot of people were depressed in that space. It's understandable though. A lot of people were depressed. Obviously, listen, big things happen. I mean, like, where's Bitcoin right now? What is it at 17.5 or something? 18.5? I don't know. I haven't even checked. I don't really care at this point. But yeah, people like were going up, and all of a sudden we go down due to the fact that somebody went ahead and tried to fudge numbers. Somebody was going out here and pretending like the shit don't stink, and it really did. So it is sad. It's a hard hit. I think being as many years as I've been in this space, I've never seen something like this happen. I really haven't, and I think that's the sentiment around the entire crypto industry. Nobody's ever seen something like this happen. Not this big. So yeah, for me personally, good. It happened now. We get to move forward. Hopefully, there's not another situation. Hopefully, we don't like I tweeted this out today. I hope that crypto.com doesn't have something, that we don't know about. Because they're really silent. And they spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money on marketing. Staples Center, which is now known as the crypto.com, arena. There's a lot out there. And I don't believe anybody that comes out there says that we can cover, withdrawals and all that. You know what? Sam also came out there and said, "Hey, I can cover everything."
I
And
mean,
look at
he
it.
thought. Why? So in earnest, I believe that he thought he could, but that was at the time before Binance made the announcement that they were going to start selling off their FTT. So I think in his mind he was safe to say, "Oh, we'll be able to cover that." But now it's like, "Oh, we can't cover it." But at the same time, I'm not crying because again, I don't know anyone who has yet to use FTX. I honestly believe that. Like, I don't know anyone, so I wonder where is it big at. And then there was a news article that came out last night, early this morning, that actually talked about FTX's ability to fend off regulations. So regulations at the end of the day is going to be okay. So will they come after Binance for being a monopoly? I mean, if 80% of the market is controlled by one company, that's what you're saying to me is that, well, then kind of defeats the idea of the DeFi crowd. And then at the same time, it's going to be a one-person show. It's a one-person show at this point. So I hope we can trust and believe what CZ is going to do. But end of the day, it's all risky, folks. So make sure you make good sound advice. Yeah, well, the only reason, and just to let you guys know why they may not actually come after them directly, is because effectively is that it was very clearly stated that Binance.US and FTX US will remain separate companies. I think I said this yesterday. So I don't think it's even the same holding company. I believe they are completely separate entities. So that means that they would have, here in the United States, those two companies remain separate and apart and would have nothing to do with each other, and would also have to detach themselves from Binance and from FTX, the global brands. So yeah.
This is a rumor. This is not, there's no source to this. Yesterday, I did speak about crypto.com, that I'm worried about them. Spoke about it today in the morning as well. Something just slid into my DMs. Can't confirm it. Can't confirm it, but they could be stopping withdrawals.
Who?
Crypto.com. Can't confirm it, just a rumor, just saying. Can you imagine? And what did I say yesterday? I tweeted this out. I said, who is the next exchange? Who are the next exchanges? Yo, honestly, if I'm Vegas, I'm starting a whole betting system for who's collapsing next. Who's going to go ahead and go down next? That's what I'm doing.
Should we just do that ourselves, David? I mean, I don't think there's any regulation.
Nah, I ain't doing that shit, bro. I'm just saying, that shit is crazy right now. That's what happens. It's a trickle effect. It's a trickle effect. It's a trickle down effect. That's why I don't trust when I just said it. You can replay it. Like when they come out and they say, "Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good." Like I don't trust that. Because that's the same thing that happened with SBF. He came out, he said, "Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good." And what happened? We're not good. We're not good.
Well, the next one to drop is probably, I mean, I see KuCoin going before Coinbase, honestly, folks. So, take it for what it's worth.
That's fine. KuCoin goes. That's fine. KuCoin, because I got to look at the largest exchanges now. This has me on a full stop. Haley, I don't want, and I'm looking right into the camera. By the way, shout outs to the new lens. I'm looking right into the camera and I don't want nothing to happen. I really don't want any of this stuff to happen. I'd like to finally proceed forward. Just go forward. Because I felt like, I said this yesterday, I felt the emotion, the vibe changed in the space. I really believe that we were moving forward, and then boom, this happens. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. But again, Binance played their cards right. Binance is going to have to acquire. Look, Binance will have to acquire FTX no matter what. They will. They will not back away from the deal. I don't see CZ backing away from the deal, because CZ is looking at this as he is the hero of crypto. And I think CZ could potentially fix FTX and make it whole again. Plus you have, what do you have? They bought a bunch of stuff. You have BlockFi. You also have Voyager. So like he has a lot of assets on his hands. So I don't see CZ backing out of this deal. You know, long term, it benefits him having this stuff and not walking away from it. Even though in the short term, it might cost him money to go ahead and repair it. That's just my line of thinking. Plus, this guy's worth billions and billions of dollars. Like this is not, you know, SBF was worth $16 billion. Freaking CZ's in the 70, at least in the $70 billion as there are reports out there, anywhere from 60 to $70 billion. I don't see him walking away on FTX, period, said and done. I see him having his entire crew at Binance working away to go ahead and make FTX whole again. And again, BlockFi, Voyager, and whatever else FTX has under its umbrella. Plus, you have Tom, again, we stated this yesterday when we got shocked with the news. Tom Brady, Steph Curry, they'll all be under, the Binance ecosystem. Along with, like, who's under the ecosystem as it is right now? You have Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo's under the system. So this again, just benefits Binance. Big names, big brand. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. I was, yesterday I was getting a lot of heat from some of your adoring fans because I kept saying that effectively is that, stadium contracts would be impacted. And they're like, stadiums? But it's like, yo, this is the truth. You dummies, and let me just say that because I'm Baltimore, so you dummies out there who think that, it doesn't matter about stadiums and athletes. It's all about the crypto and how good the project is. Yeah, you guys are fucking idiots. Because if it was really about how good the project was, then SafeMoon would have been at zero to start with and never been bounced off. It wouldn't have got its start from guys like Dave Portnoy who were able to, take money. But so you've got to remember.
Dave Portnoy didn't take money from SafeMoon.
No, okay.
He didn't. He invested his own money.
Yeah, sure.
No, he did. He proved it.
Okay.
Listen, there's not a lot of things that I agree with Dave Portnoy, but like he was like, yo, I paid $40,000 for this shit. I picked them, and now I like my bag is worth $2.
Well, Dave Portnoy can come on the show and talk about it sometime. All I'm saying is you can't
SafeMoon on this program.
That wasn't a SafeMoon thing. I brought up one comment and you went off on one of your rants with it, and I just kind of let you finish. But what I'm saying is you have to recognize that the ecosystem that we're in relies on notoriety, information quickly being rapidly spread. I mean, most of the folks that have made a lot of money in this sector have done so in primarily shitcoins. I mean, a lot of people made a lot of money on shitcoins. Like they used other people for exit liquidity. So when people talk about it's got to be about the project, that is almost complete bullcrap if you're going to make a lot of money here. Now, if you're going to be a long-term investor and you're looking at real projects that are going to get you through the bear markets, yeah, you can make money in those. But guess what? You have to recognize that fame, notoriety, information that is shared quickly, people will invest in things because they have FOMO, fear of missing out. That is what people invest in because they want to be in it. It's like when people hit me up, they're like, oh, it's pumping, I should go buy more. I'm like, hold off. Hold off on that. Because it's going to drop. Somebody's going to pull out a bunch of money in a second, especially people that have a lot of money. They use you at home for exit liquidity. So just kind of chill. Make smart, wise decisions before jumping into things. Back to you, David.
Number one, I'm kind of disappointed that you brought up SafeMoon.
I just simply said it as a point of reference.
Okay. Please don't point that to a reference. And second, I'm wondering, first of all, I'm being trolled because of I think I'm being trolled because of the crypto.com thing. People are trolling me because of crypto.com. Listen, I'm stating facts. And I even swing into Solana. Solana is getting destroyed, by the way. We haven't even touched on Solana. Solana is getting decimated. Like,
Oh yeah,
so they're
it's a
about to
new
close.
stripper.
Solana's about to close down Solana Spaces and the Solana store in New York at this point, man. I mean, this is some messed up shit. And you know what? Some people did tweet out like, who is CZ going to back? Is he going to back Solana or is he going to back BNB? Of course he's going to back BNB. You don't care about Solana. Why would he go ahead and try to go ahead and push Solana? He has no reason to. I mean, if I was building my own chain, why would I go ahead and push Solana? I wouldn't. With no disrespect, I just wouldn't. I'm focused on my thing. Solana's a
You
competitor,
ain't
man.
wrong.
So, like, yo, I think from a business perspective, people get angry, man. This is business. It is business. It is straight up business. This is not like this is not a country club. People holding hands and singing "Kumbaya." CZ ain't gonna be out here going ahead and protecting Solana, a potential blockchain that can go ahead and destroy BNB.
Well, why does anyone need to protect these things? They're businesses, they're companies. I mean, I could understand if you were going out there and you were protecting your business, your brand, your company, but if these aren't the companies that CZ has, it doesn't matter to him. Am I wrong?
Uh, Again, CZ is a businessman, and I think he's
Yeah.
become a better businessman as years have gone on. Man, I feel like I'm fanboying CZ when I'm not.
Oh, you and Jess.
No, I'm not. I'm not a fanboy of CZ.
Oh my
I
God,
respect what he's done for this.
it's CZ.
I respect what he's done for this fucking space, but like, I'm not a fanboy because my only thing is we escaped the centralized system to come here into this decentralized world, and now once again, centralized figures are controlling the space, which sucks. It really does suck. And like I said yesterday, anybody, from one standpoint, okay, I give BitBoy props and all that good stuff, but I didn't want to see this happen because look what happened. As soon as SBF and FTX went down, it's being reported by mainstream media. Has mainstream media gone out and promoted anything good about cryptocurrency? No. But today, the live CNBC, Fox Business, they're all live reporting about how bad crypto is. Regulation, a must. And I'm talking about bottleneck kind of regulation, no crypto friendly regulation.
Well,
Like,
I
this
was
is
listening.
not good.
Go ahead. Well, I was
No,
listening to Fox Business News this morning at some point. I don't know how it came across my feed because on the other side of this doors, I've got like 3 TVs and came across. And one of the people that said, and I quote, they simply said, "We need regulation, and we need it to be from the institutional side, not from the investor side, the retail investor side." And it kind of struck me. I was like, huh, huh. This motherfucker just said, we need to be in control, not the retail investor needs to be in control. That's all I heard is we need to be in control. No one else. Just we. We the people who fucked up the economy a good 12 to 15 times over the last 60 years. You guys need to be in control. Yeah, sure. Sounds great to me.
real quick, and then going right back to Solana and going back to CZ, going back to FTX and Binance and who's next. Uh, Thanks, Elon, because now I guess the people that wanted to get verified check marks, all the major mainstream media outlets have the official label being put next to them, but a lot of notable people that have worked their asses off to build something, there's no official symbol by them. So now we have to work twice as harder to go ahead and protect that brand. So shout out to everybody who is, advocating for this $8 system to go ahead and, you know, be next to people just like the Gary V's and whoever of the worlds that are notable. Nobody's trying to say that somebody with a blue check mark is better than you. I've said this multiple times, but you know what? In society, there's this thing, right? In society where people have done things and they're notable, right? They built things and they become notable. And they should have this thing called a check mark to have verification stating that that is that person. We all want to be created equal, but we're just not. I mean, do you agree with me, Akil, or not? This is not about the blue check mark. I'm just saying we are not all created equal. Right now, there is a person laying on his couch eating hamburgers, and after the show, I'm out there working and exercising at the same time. Like, we are not created equal. We are just not. That blue check mark protects brands. It protects brands. And this whole thing about it solving the bot issue is a bunch of horse shit. Just take my money. Yo, if you wanted 100, yo, I said this, I made the perfect suggestion. Charge all the verified accounts $100 a month for maintenance. Give us the features and charge us $100 for maintenance. And if everybody else wants to get verified and they want to KYC themselves and wants more features, charge them $8. What's up with that? No, we want to make everybody equal. Cool. So it just makes the people that have already worked really hard on their brands, makes it even harder now for them to work, because now, if you're going to tell me the official label now, the official label is basically like the verified badge. Now you're going to have to go ahead and prove that you are notable in your industry and in your line of work.
Again?
I'm telling you, this official label is now going to be the new blue check mark to go ahead and get it. So you'll have to try to get this to finally say, hey guys, it's not that I'm notable, it's that I have a brand and it's legit. So now this is what you're going to have to fight for.
Look, I'm of a different mindset, David, and it's not that I don't agree with you. It's that I agree with you on different principles. Number one, everyone that keeps assuming that Elon Musk is the greatest businessman in the world needs to really just sit back and evaluate how long he's on fucking Twitter. Like, he's been doing this for months. Where is my self-driving car? Where is that Voyage rocket ship that we can all get on to Mars? They haven't come through yet. But yet he's like, I'm going to go take on Twitter now. It's like, wait a second, where's all the other shit in the queue? No, plenty of offense to everybody who thinks that he's the smartest man on earth. He isn't. He's intelligent, absolutely. Is he a good businessman? Probably, because he wins. But is he the smartest man on earth? God, no. So stop sucking him off like he is, because every time he has a good idea, it's because he's in a vacuum. He is in a vacuum around people that all want to lick his ball sack. Lick again, lick the sack. They want the sweat from it, and they are like, he's so great. Elon is a good businessman. Yes, give him credit. Just the same way as I was driving in my car yesterday, you know what I had to think to myself? I had to say to myself this: Tom Brady, I hate the fucker, but man, I would never take away his talent. The fact that he has won, 7 Super Bowls? Is it 7, David, or 6? I can't even remember now. 7. He's won 7 or 6?
Yeah, 7, because Jordan had 6.
All right. So, absolutely. But you don't then go say Tom Brady is going to be the best NFL coach ever, because most likely he may not be the best NFL coach ever. May not be. Because the guy he learned from, the guy he won with, never played football. Belichick never played football, but yet he's an amazing coach. What I'm saying here is that you don't have to put all your eggs in one basket. You don't have to trust every professional or every businessman to actually be able to do everything. Simply looking at it with a open perspective and saying, there's other things that he hasn't finished. I'm supposed to have self-driving cars. I'm supposed to have self-driving trucks. Amazon's supposed to have a fleet of self-driving, 18 wheelers that go up and down the road that are electric vehicles. We don't have those yet, but these are all his things. This whole idea of like, hey, if we dig down and we dig in the ground and we put in these fast rails, we'll be able to get you up and running. Those haven't gone anywhere either. The reason why is that Elon does not have the political support. And so in his attempt to get the political support, he sends out a tweet and it tells you who to vote for, because guess what? Those people he knows, because I said he's smart enough to recognize, he knows that they'll go along with his business ideas. They will help push his agenda and he will make more money. But is it always the right thing to do? No. Sometimes the smartest person in a room is a person that can say no with truthful and honesty, be like, nah, that's not for me. And as my mentor says to me all the time, you don't have to dance with every girl at the prom. Pick the one that you want to dance with and don't go anywhere else.
We gonna make it.
But we gonna make it?
This is the breakdown, episode 86, sponsored by Unstoppable Domains, also sponsored by xSPECTAR, powered by Gokhshtein Media. My name is David Gokhshtein. That is Akil Patterson. It is, I said 10:27 a.m. in the morning. It's something like, what is it, 6:27?
7:27.
Who cares? Nobody cares about the West Coast.
That's fine.
But so like I want to, in times like this, I guess people flock to me in times like these because I'm always like, I guess I'm like the voice of reason, and I'm always trying to make people laugh and like kind of like get their minds away from the goddamn market and like and kind of look long term and say like, crypto's here to stay. Like I know it right now everything seems tragic, but crypto's here to stay. Long term, it is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's built by the people, and that's the greatest thing. It's built by the people. Whether you're in love with Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana or XRP, whatever it is, like these things were legitimately built by people to eliminate the middleman, to finally allow us to own our money, right? So moving away from that, I have this thing where I'm looking at CZ 55 minutes ago. He sent out a little note stating everything from his side, a statement, basically a statement. Let me just read it out here. Hold on one second. I'm getting so many DMs that it's fucking stuttering me up. Like it's just these notifications are just flying by. Hold on one second.
I am so glad that I don't open up my DMs like you do. I just kind of ignore people.
Yeah, because I'm a people person and people like me.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I mean,
you're a socialist. Like most people are like really not into socialism. Like
my mother loves me.
Well, your mother loves me also.
Well, that is true.
I love her too. Shout out to Miss is it Patterson or should I say Williams? Which one is it?
It's the Patterson. She's a Smith, but my parents have been married for 40 years, so yeah, just call her Patterson.
Mrs. Patterson, I'm sorry that this is what you were trying for better, and this is what you got. So I do apologize, but hopefully, I'm just messing with you, Kill. I love you, man.
Oh, I'm cool, man.
Don't cry.
Yeah, I wasn't crying. My mother watches the show, and all she says is, "It was a very good show, son." And then when I was like, "What about my cussing?" She goes, "Well, I've learned to live with that since you were about 10."
Here goes CZ. Given the events that transpired over the last couple of days, I want to reiterate a few points. One, we did not master plan this or anything related to it. CZ, CZ, it's okay. I'm being, it's okay. It's a business move. I don't know why you're apologizing for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It was less than 24 hours that SBF called me, and before that, I had very little knowledge of the internal state of things at FTX. I could do some mental calculations without revenues to guess theirs, but it would never be very accurate. I was surprised when he wanted to talk. My first reaction was he wanted to do an OTC deal, but here we are. All right, CZ, stop apologizing. Whoever the crisis management team is here, this is stupid. Seriously, this is stupid. You should have came out with a statement. Okay, I haven't even finished the statement, by the way, but the statement should have been like, listen, this was a goddamn business move. Okay, and I want to go ahead and be the dominating force in this crypto industry. Period. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I would have respected it. I want to be that guy. I am him. You know what he should have came out with, Akil? He should have came out with a graphic of him. They should have made a graphic of him standing with I am him. Him in capital letters. I am him. All right? And literally stiff arming SBF in the face, right? Think Saquon Barkley, right? If anybody watches football, Saquon Barkley doing the Heisman on somebody, putting them into the ground, okay? Don't apologize. You are him. That's all that needed to be statement. That needed to be the statement. Let me continue. 2, as the due diligence for the deal is ongoing, I want to remind everyone, do not trade FTT tokens. If you have a bag, you have a bag. Do not buy or sell. As soon as I finished the call with SBF yesterday, I asked our team to stop selling as an organization. Yes, we have a bag, but that's okay. More importantly, we need to hold ourselves to a higher standard than even in banks. Hold on. He's asking people not to sell FTT or trade FTT. And if you have a bag, do not buy or sell it. Okay, hold up. Hold on.
So
Wait,
3 days ago, he was telling everybody he was going to sell it.
So hold on.
But now,
yeah, exactly. Hold on, CZ, you can sell, but we can't buy or sell. But this is his statement. This is his statement. This ain't my statement.
I don't think the deal will go through.
Somebody DM me and said that's for the employees.
What?
That is him addressing the employee. Yo, listen. If somebody wants to buy or sell, that is the beautiful part about the industry.
But that could have been But that could be an internal memo, David, is what I'm saying. Like,
it doesn't matter.
If that's for the employees, like, why didn't you send out an internal memo? Why did you have to put out a tweet? So you know what? Well,
this is straight from his account. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me finish this. Yes, I have a bag, but that's okay. More importantly, we need to hold out. Okay. 3, obviously, do not comment on the deal publicly or internally. If you are not directly involved, don't ask. We have a good team handling it. Things will play out. 4, FTX going down is not good for anyone in this industry. Do not view it as a win for us. User confidence is severely shaken. Regulators will scrutinize exchanges even more. Licenses around the globe will be harder to get, and people now think we are the biggest and will attack us more. But that's okay. We are used to being open and leaning into headwinds. In fact, we embrace scrutiny. We must significantly increase our transparency, proof of reserves, insurance funds, etc. A lot more to come in this area. We have a lot of tough work ahead of us, not to mention price swings wildly.
Yeah.
5, speak of prices. As I've said many times over the years, ignore the prices. Let's keep our heads down and focus on building projects people use. It has always worked over the years, and today is obviously no exception. Lastly, I want to say I am really proud of each and every one of you for all your hard work as a team. Thank you. We still have many challenges ahead of us. Let's continue to push ahead and help increase the freedom of money all around the world steadily and consistently. CZ. Now, again, this is unconfirmed reports. Unconfirmed reports. But I went ahead and tweeted this out. I want my tweet to be put out there, okay? Because I do the research. I dig in. What's happening right now? Crypto.com suspends USDT and USDC deposits and withdrawals on Solana chain. Where are my flowers? 1-800-FLOWERS. Deliver them.
What do you want flowers for?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
for guessing Crypto.com was the next one.
Oh, you know what it is? I'm looking at the major exchanges. There's so much sell-off going on off these exchanges that is just like, yo, one of these exchanges they're going to start collapsing.
Yeah.
I said this yesterday. Like, and nobody, you know what it is? People like to ignore shit. Like, nobody wants to listen until it happens, and then everybody listens.
Well, they're treating it like it's a run on the bank, right? So, great financial crashes of the 1920s. They ran on the banks and they try to pull out all the money.
Now we have here's more breaking news, and this comes from CoinDesk. CoinDesk is breaking this and saying that CZ might back away from this entire deal after looking at books.
I just said that. I just said don't sell anything. It's like, huh? Like, why? You don't want the deal to go through? Like that, it makes sense. Like, hey, instead of having he just said greater scrutiny, right? So rather he consumes or takes over FTX, or he lets it go to shit, scrutiny is going to happen. Scrutiny is coming down, and it will be the scrutiny of the federal government. So
I feel like I am
what it is.
I feel like I'm the president of the crypto industry right now, and I feel like being that the way the camera's set up, I feel like I'm reporting from the bunker, and I like to go ahead and address this situation that we have in the crypto industry. If I'm telling you right now, and CZ knows this as well, if CZ does not go ahead and make this acquisition of FTX, it's going to be bad. There's no kumbaya session here, guys. Just this is not me telling you to panic either. There's no kumbaya session though. There is no kumbaya. This is something that, you know what? For the next 6 months, get ready to eat cabbage, ramen noodles.
You know what, David? I got a better one. I got a better one for everybody, okay? Just to save them some money. Instead of eating ramen noodles, make sure you get yourself some oatmeal. Get yourself a lot of oatmeal. It's healthier, it's heartier, it fills you up. It's that thick food, right? And you get you some bananas and you chop them up, you put them in there every morning, get that protein, have a good day. But you're gonna be you will all be eating a hell of a lot of oatmeal for the next 6 months. So make sure you go out, buy yourself some oatmeal. Get you a healthy meal, because them ramens will kill you.
Hold on. There are people in the comments saying that I hope that CZ does not save FTX. You want CZ to save FTX. This is not.
Those are the people that are shorting this shit. Probably. Yeah, they're probably going out there shorting shit.
We need to make sure that like if there was one favor that you would ask CZ to go ahead and do is buy it. Like, you have the money, buy it. You have the assets, you have the liquidity.
So David, should we DM him? Should we just both start DMing him saying, hey,
listen, like, who am I? I'm just saying in general. Like, I'm just throwing.
I mean, but he follows us, so we might as well DM him. Slide up in his DMs.
All I'm saying is, I think it would be a bad move if he wants to be a leader, and if I'm in his position, okay, how about this? If I'm in his position, I'm buying FTX, even if it's going to cost me money. I'm being. If I had his liquidity and I'm in his position, I'm buying FTX, and I'm going to make sure that I repair it. And I know it's going to take a couple of months to go ahead and do so, but there are assets. There are good assets within that company. But I will not, because this will go ahead and have this will leave a bad taste in a lot of, you see, there's the tourist, the retail buyer, and the tourist. There's a tourist that comes in here. If we can win them over, it will take a few more years to go ahead and bring them back.
Yeah.
If he walks away from FTX, the tourists that walk around in this industry will leave, and they will leave for good. That's
David?
that's not CZ's problem.
No, that's our problem. And that
No,
goes
no.
back to what I was saying. Like when the stadium names come down, like, right, again, people don't understand because they're not, educated in the rest of the world. But when stadium names start coming off of buildings, people get worried. They're like, oh, that company doesn't exist anymore. Time to not do that. Like you'll startly see a drastic shift in public sentiment because the language becomes they couldn't cover their bills for this stadium. And so now their name comes off, and then people become worried. And the same thing will happen with FTX in general, is that people will walk away like, nah, I don't want to get into that. Because they can't pay their bills. Like it's like having a sponsorship with a company that goes defunct. Nobody wants that. There was the old MCI Center in DC, right? They kept the name up for a while, and then one day somebody was like, "Look, we got to change this." Why? Because they were like, the company doesn't exist. Yeah, they've got it for another 10 years, but it was bad looking for the other industries that were part of that. Like, so the Washington Bullets, the Capitals, CAPS, Caps, because David obviously is not a fan of the Caps. But when you're looking at things from that kind of 10,000-foot approach, that's what makes people move. It moves people away from it. People trust marketing. Marketing is 100% part of everything in this industry. And when your marketing goes bad, you're looking bad. So hopefully you people out there that are trying to figure this whole thing out recognize that, look, bad press, bad marketing can lead to catastrophic incidents. So no, people, they don't. They don't all still believe in it. The difference between a global market crash and then people's faith is different. It's different.
Bitcoin is now heading down, man.
Yeah.
Let me just look at it real quick.
Oh, by the way, when you put bananas into oatmeal, there is protein in both of them because they both have sugars. And so there you go, you smart fucking idiots out there who don't recognize that both bananas and oatmeal together still have protein. That's why you eat them. And actually, they taste good. And you get your potassium. So go suck it. Anyway.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, it's one of those things, honestly, it's one of those things where, man,
I like overnight oats, by the way.
we work so
David,
hard in this. We really work so hard in this industry. This is not what we deserve. Like my only advice to everybody would be continue to build. if you're building something, continue to build through this entire market. Hold on, because there is light on the other side. Like there always big, every single thing in this market has always found a way to recover.
Mm.
This,
Charles was talking about it, wasn't he? Wasn't Charles Haskins talking about that?
yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about that recently. About look, just if you're building in the space, if you are working to develop new products, if you are being innovative, gamification. He came on a spaces. He dropped in and did a space with me and David and a few other folks. That's where it's going to be at. It's gamification. Go back to the basics. Go back to history, folks. If you really want to look at this, go back to history. History says when things go bad, games are where people invest in. So start looking at games. Gamification has always been the one thing that I've kind of looked at as the recession blocker, right? People will always buy video games. They need entertainment. When things are south and you don't have money to go out and go to parties and events and concerts, man, you sitting at home playing video games. I mean, that's literally what I did back in college. I just sat around my dorm room when I wasn't playing football. I'd hang out with my buddies, play video games, grab a 30 rack of beer, sometimes more. It was always Natty Ice, though, really shitty, poor beer. But you sit around and play games. And so I thought back to that. I asked the young people I work with, and they all come back the same thing. Look into gamification. These are the hottest games. They're not going anywhere. They're relatively affordable. When people started coming out with apps, it was a 99-cent app. Everybody had a 99-cent app, and they were just hoping for 2 to 5 million downloads. After a couple downloads, you made a couple bucks. You sold some advertisements. Boom, people were getting out of the space afterwards. So figure out what's going to work for you in this market. Because I don't think we won't recover. I don't think we won't recover. Sorry, I've been playing with this bike chain for like the last hour here, so my hands are all greasy now.
This the
You gonna be all right, DG?
Yeah, I'm just disappointed. I'm super disappointed. It's more disappointment. It's not, I ain't going nowhere, and I know a bunch of people that are working in this space are not going anywhere. It's just disappointing because, like we've really have done a great job building things, and we had people come into this space, and they got so greedy that they destroyed it. I don't want to say that destroyed the space. Maybe I should use something different language. They have set us back because of their greed. Because it all comes down to greed. They were making enough money, they didn't need to go ahead and do any of the stuff that they went ahead and did. And that's what it comes down to. By the way, guys, BitBoy is coming. BitBoy is coming. I'm trying to get in contact with him right now, send him a link. So relax, guys. It's coming. But I'm just disappointed. And I think right now, Bitcoin's went down under 17, crypto.com, and that has to be from the news that's coming from CoinDesk in regards to CZ potentially pulling out. And then you have, besides that, you have crypto.com, rumored to have halted any withdrawals of USDC and USDT.
Yeah. Haley, 1.8 milligrams. So it was 1.8 grams of protein per banana, and then like 8 grams of protein per like 6 or 7 ounces of oatmeal. I'm only saying this again, folks, because once again, because I was an athlete, I had to eat this shit all the time. So get yourself some cheap oatmeal and make sure you're getting yourself healthy while you're sitting here losing your mind over crypto.
It is 10:49 a.m. on the east.
Why did you get so dark?
I don't know. Maybe that's the mood. It's the mood. I look like the market right now.
Do you want to? Should we sing a song, David, to cheer you up?
This is Matt Damon's fault.
What did Matt Damon do?
It's his fault.
You know, there's an old June Carter Cash song, and yes, I know who June Carter Cash was. And it's
Who?
actually a June Carter Cash. You never heard of it?
Who
You
the
never
hell is
heard of
that?
her?
What the hell are you
What?
talking about?
You don't know who June Carter Cash is?
No,
Well, it was Johnny. It was Johnny Cash's wife,
I'm kidding, bro.
and she would sing on this. One of her last songs she put out was on the sunny side. It was an old like hymn, but it's like keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side, keep on the sunny side of life. So that's what you got to do right now, David. Keep on the sunny side of life right now. No,
Okay.
Johnny Cash does not go crazy because he went all in on Safe Moon. He went crazy for a little bit because of opioids, barbiturates, and benzitos.
Man, I am looking at the market like as we're talking. By the way, anybody who wants to come onto the show, um, we only do what we do here on Twitter Spaces is we leave obviously the space open because a lot of people don't want to, they're too lazy to venture off into YouTube land. But if you'd like to go ahead and come on, and you have a camera and a mic that actually works, and you're not going to troll because you'll get kicked off right away, more than happy to DM Nikhil, and Nikhil will go ahead and give you a link.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll bring you on the show to go ahead and ask a question or make a statement. Again, I was trying to say 10:52 a.m. on the East, 7:52 on the West. This is the Breakdown, episode 86, sponsored by Unstoppable Domains and also sponsored by xSPECTAR, powered by Gokhshtein Media. We are discussing everything that's happening currently right now in our space. Yes, I look dark, but I just can't get the lighting right. I'm having my office redone. That's why for the next week, whether I'll be sitting by a garbage can or I'll be sitting in the grass. I am trying to go ahead and make it through the week. And this is only Wednesday, so this is great. What a start to
Hey,
this is only Wednesday, man. Only Wednesday. And we are here. We are here right now. We are in the midst of, I guess this might be the bottom. I guess this, if anything, we could sit back and say, like, maybe this is the bottom. Maybe we finally bottomed out, man. Let's go. You know what? I'll say this. Let's go. Crypto.com shut down operations. Like, all you sons of bitches. Like, if you guys have a hole in your spreadsheet, shut it down. That's it. Come out and say, I apologize. I am sorry. We out. That's it. Just say that, and let's bottom out and let's move forward.
if that's the way you want to do it, David, but I'm going to tell you now, David. I've got faith. Number one, I've got faith in you all at home to do what's right. I do. I really do. I know I criticize and I make fun of a lot of people, and I call America stupid and the world's an idiot. But no, I have faith that you all know what's best for you and your families. I really do. But what I don't want to see is I don't want to see anyone lose it. Like, and when I mean lose it, I mean hurt themselves or hurt others, redirect their anger towards something that isn't really the problem. So just breathe, touch grass. I mean, honestly, happiness is a choice that takes a lot of work. It really is. And so if you're going to be a happy and you want to make that bag, you're going to make your fortune for your family or whoever your significant other is, then make sure that you stay focused, breathe, get some of that energy out somehow, go for a run, go yell down the street, kick a stuffed animal. I said stuffed animal, and then just have a better life today, because there's a lot of things you can be focused on that do not have the same. Sorry, somebody was sending me a message. Sure.
You know what's funny? If anybody says that the stock market and crypto are correlated in some way, well, stock market is doing well, and crypto. The only reason it's not on par with the stock market is because of what happened with FTX. That's really it. Because if it wasn't for FTX, we'd be heading in the right direction. But you know what? I didn't hear much people. You know what? A lot of people weren't complaining though when the market was being propped up, though.
What was it
You
being propped up by?
know, like by air, literally by air. That's what FTX did. It was all air. Yeah, I mean, macro. I get that the stock market's down today, but I'm saying overall, right now, it's more. It's more. It's more positive than what's happening here. And that's what regulators are going to point at. Let's see, David, is this the worst you've felt about crypto, or have you been through worse? Honestly, this has been a punch in the gut. This has, but like I was actually sitting back. I think this might be probably this is probably the worst thing. It probably is. But it's not to say that you won't make a comeback. There will be a comeback. It's just when. Will it be in a few months? Probably. I think in a few months we'll be back to. I think we close. I still believe this. I think we close out the year over 30,
Mm-hmm.
touching almost 40. I really do believe that. I do. I do.
All right, David, we're gonna have Daniel coming on here, so look for them. Daniel is gonna try to come on. They're logging in right now. He
Who's
says he's
Daniel?
a Daniel. Daniel. What's Daniel's last name here? You just gave it to me. It is gonna be Daniel Bircher. He is on. He's on. He's a YouTuber. He's got one of those owls. The one of those pixelated owls. What are they called?
I
Moon.
have no clue.
Oh,
The
all right.
Moonbirds?
No, is it a moonbird? I don't know.
Oh,
Could be. You know me. I don't. I don't fuck with this shit.
and you know what? You know what will kind of creep me out? You have I think Brian from Coinbase. He was on and he was talking about the reason, like the information will come out. It kind of pointed to why he didn't buy FTX, or like he was like the information will come out. So I'm wondering if CZ
Mm.
looked at the books and said, "Oh shit."
Well, I told you. I told you that there was somebody that said that he was going around just asking about companies. I don't know what it was for. I don't know. Um, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to be
You know what's
discussing.
funny about
I'm not
today's show?
discussing.
Hold on.
What?
You know what's funny about today's show? We're
What
trying
is?
to, at this point right now, we're trying to muster up words right now to describe this market. Because right now, all I have in my DMs are a bunch of people crying.
Well, I have conspiracy theorists.
I have people bashing me saying, why am I fudding crypto.com? I'm not. I'm not. It's right there. They said it, not me. I don't FUD anything. I actually want everything to work in this space. I want every single platform and every single project that's legitimate to succeed. I don't want anybody to fail. Not a single person do I want to see, or a single protocol to see fail.
Mm, okay. Oh, I do want to see some fail. I definitely do want to see some fail.
What, Twitter?
Huh? No, no, not that. You actually, see, David. I think you misunderstand when I say I might comment on something. I might have an opinion. I might like use some intellectual thought, but I really don't give a fuck about half you people. I mean, not you, but I mean like because you're my friend. But I got the people out here. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how you make your money,
Listen,
as long as
even
you don't
Omi
hurt
was
other
doing,
people.
you should be angry because even Omi was doing well.
But
Omi gave me hope.
but that I keep telling you, I'm not worried about Omi either. I don't worry about Omi because I know that Omi is going to be one of those things that in the long run pans out. I don't get upset. I don't freak out. Like some guy was like, I should have the right to question it. Question it all you want. Go ahead. Question it till you're blue in the face. But the truth is that guys like me, I don't flinch when I ain't worried. Baby, look, I've been an offensive lineman. I've been a top level wrestler. I've been punched in the face. You don't back down when things get rough. You stand steady. Your hand gets steady. You get ready for the next thing to come and you keep moving forward. You know who fucking backs down? Bitches. Bitches that don't know how to hold their own water, who don't know how to overcome adversity, they back down. They run for the hills. They're the ones who get scared. They're the ones who are always like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm so much smarter than you. And I'm like, fine. I want to be the dumbest person in the room. I want to be. You know why? Because I like to learn. And I also know that if I'm the dumbest one in the room, then I've surrounded myself with a lot smarter people and that I can educate myself on the plays that I need to make. So guess what? I ain't scared. David, don't get scared. If you truly had
Me?
convictions,
You're talking
yeah,
about me being scared?
yeah.
When have I been scared? I'm just disappointed. There's a difference. I'm disappointed that we had super strength going. Things were going in the right direction. I felt like, I really did feel that Bitcoin was closing in on 25, 27. And then this kind of news happens. So obviously, people are panicking quickly, getting out. And this is why we're in the position we're in today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's due to
Yeah.
the fact that you have people that get into positions like Sam did with FTX, where they over leverage themselves with other people's money.
You
That's
down with OPP.
so all we did was we reverted back to what we try to escape.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, all we did was it really just we went back to the centralized world.
And there you have it, David. That's
And
why
that's just the
CBDCs will
sad
win
part.
out. That's why CBDCs will win out.
Hodl
It's
for
not.
future. See this hodl for future. Do you understand what I just explained to people earlier today? That the reason why the lighting isn't good is because I'm redoing my office. So like I'm out here still trying to get out. Have you ever been on camera, bro? Thank you. Shut up. Anyway, like half these motherfuckers are hiding behind avatars, and like you're gonna give me advice. Like I'm out here, bro. I'm out here on a day when everybody's depressed, trying to cheer everybody up and tell you guys that I honestly believe that we are going to make it. Yes, I do believe that we will make it. Period. Said. Done. Okay, we are going to make it because this industry's been around for a long time now, and it's always made a comeback. This is the people's industry. And that's what
Mhm.
it needs to go back to. It needs to go back to the people, and the people need to start creating and owning their shit. Stop relying on these centralized figures. Stop believing in that shit. If it is a centralized company, they it oh, have you guys not learned anything from the real world, man? Look, Eric Norris. Eric Norris has cheered up the entire program. David, lightning is bad, but you're the sexiest man on YouTube, Twitter, and where? Farmers only? Oh, farmers only. So it doesn't matter. I love you, Eric Norris. And we know this.
Hold
We know.
on.
We know.
What's farmers only? Is that
I
like
don't
some
know. I
kind?
think
Is
it's
that
a
a porn? Is that a porn channel for guys that are
listen.
just farmers?
I'm about to be on OnlyFans, farmers only, Christians only. Like you're gonna find me on a bunch of stripping sites. You people have fetishes with feet. I'm about to show my feet. I don't know what the hell you guys want to see, but I'm in. I'm in.
David,
If the return is
David.
Bitcoin or Ethereum, I am in.
Oof. Okay, I'm a little nauseous now. The
Discount
feet.
codes will not apply, bro. There are no discounts.
Well, yo,
I gotta get this. I hate this.
Leo, we know Leo. Number one, we know you're not a stripper. Number two, I'm not even gonna say it on camera because it's messed up. But we know Leo is not a stripper. We definitely know Leo is not a stripper. At least not. At least not. I mean, he might go to some strip clubs. I bet you, Leo, when you go to it, they call you daddy. All them girls that will come in there, they be like, "What's up, daddy? You know, what's up, daddy?" Yeah, Leo, we already know how they treat you when you go in. Uh, but overall, yeah, he does need to work on his lighting, but we're definitely here for the long term. It's I heard. I'm trying to look at this. When it comes to Omi, though, for all of you people who like to hate, no, Omi's not cooked. And listen, Omi was created in a bear market. Like it survived the bear market. It's up more than it was last week, and it's still up. So at the end of the day, I keep telling folks, I ain't worried. I ain't worried about you haters, you trash talkers, you shit talkers that out there that haven't done anything. You people who are holding BSV like it's the fucking Bible. Like, for real. Like, there's other things out there. Invest in them. I don't care. Invest in whatever you want. Have yourself a hell of a time. Just make sure it's right for you and your decisions. I don't think, and Disney actually has NFTs on. They're built on L2 of Immutable X, so there's that. So they're not going to be JPEGs on Solana. Now, Disney also has an agreement with Solana, which is a different thing, but that happens because if you don't understand how licensing works, you're most likely not going to understand that a company can license out to several different vendors. I mean, the world's largest IP is actually Pokemon, right? Has anybody seen that on anything yet?
By the way, I'm back because I was like,
Talking.
I got to get my lighting because I got my lighting. I can't just sit here with no lights. I felt like a dark cloud was under us. What? More lighting?
Yeah, it's still pretty dark.
Shut up.
I'm serious.
Sort of better?
Not really.
God damn it.
He's like this stupid motherfucking cord.
You know what? I don't care.
Don't tell him at home, everybody. Just don't tell him at home.
All right. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. You look great. Sips tea. You look great, David. Everybody, doesn't he look great? Tell him how great he looks so we don't have to listen to him complain about the lighting tonight. So good. Refreshing water. I had me a little protein shake, some little water for the morning. David, you look like, are you gonna be okay? All right.
You know what? Worry. You know what?
The new lighting made you go from Puerto Rican Iranian.
Oh my god. All right, listen. Yo, I'm doing my hair on there. All right, cool. I'll be like a punk rocker or something today. I don't know. I'm just trying to, like when you're looking at the computer, like it doesn't fucking matter. Look, I don't know what to say today. I really don't.
Yeah,
I
you
really
always
don't.
know what to say.
I don't know what to say today.
No, you got to keep pushing.
No, I don't know. I don't know what I can tell you. Fucking when I don't have my light working, I'm fucking.
Where'd he go? Well, all right. Well, as they say, there's an old Rodney Atkins song. Guys, just
Is it
FYI,
better now? Like, am I good now?
it's better. It's not great.
This is
Is
what
that
happens when your lens breaks.
Yeah, or the window behind you's open. I think that's what it is. The window behind you to your right, it's bringing in light. But either way, there's our old Rodney Atkins song. If you're going through hell, keep like it. It just says if you're going through hell, keep on going. Don't slow down because you might get out before the devil even knows you're there. So just keep moving, David. Don't worry about it. Your lighting's getting better. You're like, if you're going through hell, keep on moving, don't slow down. You might get through it, might get out before the
Oh, hold
devil
on a
even
second.
knows you're
No,
there.
shut up. Shut the fuck up. First,
What do
can you
you
shut up?
No. You better check your tone.
Do you understand? Yo, this just hit me. Michael Saylor's about to get liquidated.
What?
Think about it.
Oh shit. Oh, he's gonna get a call.
Like I'm thinking about while I'm doing all this lighting stuff, so you guys can feel more comfortable and see your boy's muscles and all this. Look. Hold up. Yeah, you see that? Yeah, that's dedication and hard work. Yo, Sailor's about to get liquidated. Like if we continue on to this point, wait, hold on. What's his liquidation levels? What is it? $5,200?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up now.
What is it? Is it $5,200?
53.
5,300?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Hold on. I think it might be, hold on. Because it was at 53 and then he bought more Bitcoin that lowered his liquidation levels.
But what did he buy it at?
I don't know. I know he bought it low and his liquidation level went down. Hold on. What is his liquidation? I will find out.
Hold on. I'm trying to find it now.
I know Sailor is able to withstand. The last time I don't have my notepad here or anything because I have it on my notepad, but he can withstand. I think it was the last time before he bought the last purchase of Bitcoin. I think it was about in the $5,300 range that like he could withstand that. But then I know he bought more Bitcoin and that lowered it. I just don't remember. Like I don't have it all fan because there's so much to talk about. There's Solana, there's FTX, there's SAM, there's CZ, there's all this. So this is and now crypto.com came into the picture, right? Crypto.com stopping withdrawals. Rumor has it that the withdrawals have stopped.
He bought 129,000 Bitcoin for an average price of $30,000 in March. Before then, He had in December of 2020. I'm sorry, he had bought at 20,830.43, and they have nearly $6 billion. So I don't know what his liquidation level is, but it might. It probably is. But he's also got a call, doesn't he? He's got a loan out for it. Remember, a bank gave him money for it.
Yeah, I think there it goes. I think Eric's right. So the company is well capitalized and has been generating cash for years. The liquidation price for its Bitcoin is around $3,000. I think but that number went lower after he made his last purchase. And that last purchase, I don't know when it was. It was like a few months ago. I think it is actually the last time that we hit like 17 or 18 he purchased. So
this has his last purchase sometime in March.
By the way,
I'm sorry. He purchased again at 21.
This is not fun. This is a talk show. So when we talk, it's just me talking, and I will I will make sure that I get the information out there that makes sense. Like nobody needs to go ahead and get all panicky. Relax. Yeah. And by the way, so let's go ahead and bring on. It's by the way. Hold on. Let me rewind because I'm reading so many fucking DMs and fucking messages. The Breakdown, episode 86, sponsored by Unstoppable Domains, also by xSPECTAR, powered by Gokhshtein Media. And now we are joined from London, my man, Ben Armstrong, also known as BitBoy. BitBoy, what's going on?
Top of the morning to you. Can you hear me?
So, yeah, I hear you. We hear you. Okay. We see the...
Okay, perfect.
Where are you right now?
British for that, David, please. Top of the morning to you. You know, here I am in England. So we're here at I'm at Token 2049 right now. I'm really here for a bunch of meetings we're involved in, but I came here. Dominic from ICP, really interesting and then also going to talk with it. But overall, they're exploding right now in the regular, you know, it's been very fast for a week.
So basically, you were right about Sam the entire time that you were on social media. We did a podcast together. We also did a Spaces together. You were ramming it in about Sam, and now, listen, you were right about it. How does number one? It definitely feels good to be right about it when people were telling you to shut up about it because I saw the trolls out. But it's a good and bad kind of
out
thing,
there,
right?
by the way.
It feels good and bad though, right?
Let's say you're in a relationship. You kind of have some suspicion, but you know you don't have any hard evidence. It's the kind of thing where, okay, one day you act. Is it a good thing or the act? And that's really where we're at. We've seen the act, and while he's not a lot of market making manipulators, he's
you're breaking up
by
a little bit.
far
BitBoy.
the worst. You hear me now?
Ben, you're breaking up. You're breaking up a little. I don't know if it's the ear pods.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Let me take those out. See if
might be the ear pods. You're lagging. Are you on Wi-Fi or just a regular connection?
Well, I did hear him though. I did hear him, and he did say that Sam. He said Sam is like a bad relationship, except he may not even be the worst. Oh,
no, I think he'll come back. He just needs to. Yeah. He just don't need that. It's definitely like Wi-Fi or ear pods.
Yeah.
And I'm out here trying to get the light right, so it's like he's trying to get his connection right. I'm trying to get the light right.
Oh, but I was able to understand him. I definitely was hearing what he was saying because it's not that fucking difficult. There's a jackass named Sam. Sam decided to do some shady ass shit. He told us about it. Go check out the replay because we don't ever do anything. We don't delete stuff here at G Media. So go check out the replay and then find out exactly what he was saying before, is that Sam and these guys effectively were they're telling you one thing to your face, and then they're going behind your back inside the congressional offices to do another thing. So I get it. I totally get it.
He was the only one, getting back to everything, he was the only one that was, letting everybody know that, hey, you know what? He's a fraud. And everybody was attacking him when he was stating it. Period. Yeah. My dislike for Sam started when the whole bid license came out for the federal bid, like nationwide bid license. That's when I was like, oh, hold up. Wait, hold up. Have you been to New York? Have you been to New York? That was my thing. And then BitBoy comes out with his own, after I did the podcast with him weeks ago, or it was like 2-3 months ago when I did that podcast, before we went on, and I stated this on Twitter Spaces, he was like, this guy Sam, he's not who everybody thinks he is.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, people could have beef with each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, okay, hold up. But then I got pissed off about the whole bit license thing, because I think it's the worst thing that can ever happen to crypto.
Yeah.
And I said that. My tweets, go ahead and search them up. It's months ago that I was like, yo, I'm out on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't as vocal as, what's his name? BitBoy was all over the map. He was like, yo, this guy. And it wasn't just like, BitBoy just targeted somebody for no reason. No. He was like, yo, this guy stopped my bill from going through.
Well, it's hard for someone to stop your bill from going through.
But you understand what I'm saying to you. Like,
yeah,
this is the guy where I'm working behind the scenes to try to get something done. And this guy has literally stopped that from happening.
Well, he stabbed him in the back. That's what he did. He definitely stabbed everybody else in the back. Listen, if you've ever worked in a piece of policy or legislation, you know that you have to trust your teammates, right? And I say that because I'm a sports guy, but that's how I've always taken it. And in my time on Capitol Hill, my time in state legislators have always been the same thing. You've got to trust your teammates. And if one of your teammates goes behind your back and says, hey, so-and-so, I got a better idea. Come here. And then share it with them. You're like, motherfucker, we all invested in this together. We were all working together. And then you turn around and you smack me in the back of the head with a billy club because you wanted something for yourself. There you go, man. What's up, brother?
Okay. I can't get it's AirPods or not. You guys can hear me though?
We hear. We'll make it out. We'll make it out.
We're good.
On the road, it just kind of sucks. But anyways, obviously Sam is not the worst one. And when you look at where things something's not right, you can't, and then you come home, you catch him in the act. It's like, but you know what? It's exposed, and that's the way we're ever going to move forward in crypto. It's really about what this is about. It's about Yoshi, and obviously we give the Bitcoin Mac reason. Decentralization, only Bitcoin. There are ways to make it happen. People who have came into this space want stock market 2.0, want control. They want centralization. Get it out of this space, or else we're going to bust. It sucks. And yes, look, if you have tokens on FTX, warn people to get their money off there for weeks and weeks. Money on FTX, I'm really sorry. You're not this easy taking over FTX has happened overnight. The fact is, opinion, he ends up pulling out of this deal. There are so many not criminal investigations coming. There's no way that acquire it and make all the FTX users out there that are going to end up, purgatory the same way Voyager are. Now you look at Voyager also FTX is buying that down. right? There's something. CZ could take it over for date. So, guys, Celsius, we lost $3 million on Celsius because that was $15 million at the peak of the bull run. We're all going through it right now.
Uh-oh, he froze on us. But here's what I got out of that. FTX it still couldn't happen. CZ could still pull out of this deal. There are going to be multiple criminal investigations that will come from this. Obviously, we all know that from Solana to the FTX. And then we're going to end up in the same situation as Voyager because of this deal, even if it does go through, where FTX users are going to be locked out of their stuff. And then obviously, if BitBoy did relay that they lost, he's talking about his company, they lost $3 million because of the Celsius situation. So everybody is in this ship together. And this is why when I was just saying to you, David, is you've got to trust your teammates. Because if your teammates screw you, they're not just screwing you, they're screwing everybody on the team, and the team will fold. So just remember, folks. Well, and it's not a real MPV, guys. I've like I said, I dealt a long time with working with elected officials and politicians, and you can only catch every other word they fucking tell you anyway.
First of all, I want to give a big shout out to BitBoy for trying to come on out there in London. I know he's out there for business. He did want to go ahead and get in, but obviously the connection there is poor. So again, I appreciate him for even trying to jump on. We'll probably get him on this week. I'll go ahead and connect with BitBoy this week. We're going to have random people just show up on the show. Not going to name who it is until probably the night before or some shit like that. But we appreciate everybody supporting the breakdown episode. This one happens to be episode 86, obviously sponsored by Unstoppable Domains and also xSPECTAR, powered by Gokhshtein Media. Man, this did you feel this episode? Like I'm reading the chat, I'm reading my DMs, I'm reading Twitter, I'm reading social media. It's so much to absorb. It really is. It's not like the other bear markets. When we were in those other bear markets, which a lot of people haven't experienced, it wasn't like this. It was suffering. Don't get me wrong. You suffered. It was this. I don't know even how to explain the type of suffering that you went through. But that bear market compared to this one, this is like Mike Tyson. Okay. The last bear market was like somebody jabbing at you, right? It's like jabs, jabs. This bear market is like full out swing. Tyson. I mean, Tyson hitting you in the nuts. Like I'm talking about uppercuts in the nuts. Full torque. Like there's no mercy. I'm telling you, the last bear market, it was more like this. Just jabbing away, right? This one is straight nutsack. And it hurts. It hurts. You know why? Because there are going to be a lot of people that leave this industry due to what happened within the last few days. Because people have had enough. So you had Celsius, you had Voyager, you had all these platforms, right? Okay, we went through it. Market starts going back up, right? Market starts going back up a kill. And what happens? We have FTX, a brand, right? Tom Brady, stadium, all this stuff, right? It collapses. People are like, you know what? I've lost faith. Like, I don't believe anything that anybody says. I don't care. This influencer, this educator, I don't care about any of you guys. You're all liars. You're all a bunch of liars. I'm out of here. And you know what? They're going home. They're going to go, yo, Thanksgiving is coming up. Thanksgiving happens to be my birthday. You're welcome. You're welcome. And you'll be celebrating on my birthday. Okay? You're going to go home and you're going to tell your family, you know what? Screw this. Screw this entire industry. Forget this industry. This industry sucks. That's what you're going to say. But it's not true, though. You know what? I'm going to really speak out to people out there. And I hope people pass this along, this clip along, all across social media. This space was made by the people. Just because there were a few that went ahead and screwed us, okay? Just because they screwed us, I'm so angry right now. I'm angry. I'm goddamn angry. They do not represent crypto. They do not represent what this space is about. They do not represent Bitcoin. They do not represent Ethereum. Yes, Maxis, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, Solana, all these things can exist. The V chains, it is okay for them to exist. It's okay to have an NFT platform also. It's giving people careers. It's okay, Maxis. Okay. And half of you Maxis, half of you Bitcoin Maxis, you all got NFTs on the sidelines. You got crypto punks. You also got Bored Apes, okay? And you're probably mining Ethereum on the low. Please shut your mouths, okay? Stop coming on here talking about I ain't got nothing and I'm Bitcoin only. If you are Bitcoin only, then you're an idiot, okay? Then you're a goddamn idiot, okay? And you're the same people who are running around talking about people like me and others are dangerous because we like the entire space. We like technology. No, you're dangerous. You are the people that were telling people to sell off their assets and go into Bitcoin at $69,000. That was you. That wasn't anybody else. That was you. And then you know what? Your sons of bitches disappeared. You disappeared and I don't see you no more. Where's buy Bitcoin? Where are the Bitcoin signs in your bios? They're all gone. Okay? They're all gone. You don't hear that shit in the stock market. Don't, get rid of Apple and get rid of Google and just stay in Netflix. Nobody tells you that. You talk about financial advice. You guys were giving out financial advice because all I saw was buy Bitcoin. Broken ankle, go buy Bitcoin. Don't talk about that, especially when you secretly have other stuff on your books or in your wallet. This space is for everybody. And if something fails in this space, like if a protocol fails, it doesn't mean they scammed you or they were trying to rug you. It means that they had no business sense, had nobody with experience to go ahead and steer them in the right direction. Most businesses fail. Centralized world, most businesses, small businesses go out of business.
After 5 years, yeah. They don't make it 5 years.
They don't know exactly. They don't know branding. They don't know marketing. They don't know nothing. So instead of supporting people that are trying to build, you guys are belittling people that are innovators. You're belittling them and you're pushing them into the ground, causing them to fail, making them come out with, you have the communities making people rush out with products that aren't ready, that are buggy, that fail, and then the community leaves and that project tanks. Shut up. You guys aren't a part of the industry. You're not a part of the industry. You're rooting this on. You're happy. You're holding spaces with 4,000 people. You're happy all of a sudden. All you guys came out the woodworks. You're happy. You're happy that everything's crumbling. This is supposed to be change. It's supposed to be onboarding people, helping people. You do nothing to educate people. You do absolutely nothing to educate people. Zero. You go ahead and alienate people from this fucking space and you make them go into the shit coins that you fucking talk about. You guys preach a good game, but you make these people go into shit coins. Okay? And then you go ahead and yell at them when they get into shit coins. It's your fault because you guys talk about education. I'm going to educate you. And then when you go into a space, you educate nobody.
I agree, David. And I'm not agreeing with you because I'm your friend. I'm agreeing because when we call out the scammers and the frauds and the people that are just like, nah, it's not for me. It's, well, you don't know what you're talking about and you're an idiot and you're out here trying to fraud people and you're trying to scam. I don't take anything. I don't take anything that's not mine. I don't take anything I didn't earn, that I didn't work for. Don't believe me? Fuck you. Because guess what? Some of us have morals, some values. It ain't about money. See, that's the difference for a lot of folks is if you're chasing the dollar, you are going to miss the mission. So don't chase the dollar. Chase the mission and the money will come.
How crazy is that the goddamn alarms went off? Yo, this is passion. This is straight up passion. I love this space. The amount of people that fucking talk shit about me, say shit about me, yo, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. They ain't trying to help nobody. They ain't out here answering DMs. They ain't out here fucking with the people. I don't need a check mark. I'm out here with the people. I've always been like that. This ain't no fucking gimmick. There ain't no fucking gimmick about this. There's a straight up passion. New Yorkers don't got gimmicks. How about that? Ain't nobody from New York got a gimmick. This ain't fucking pro wrestling. No disrespect to wrestlers. This ain't pro wrestling. I ain't coming out here wearing gaiters. We wake up early in the morning. I wake up early in the morning, get exercise and try to do everything I can and then get to work. Why? Do I need this? No, I don't need this. I'm good. I know where Bitcoin's going. I know where this industry is going. I don't need to do this. I don't need none of this. I don't need a company. But the people need it. You know why? Because when I came into this industry, there was nothing here to educate us. So shout out to my entire crew. Shout out to Akil. Shout out to you. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to my Erica's and Alex's and Michelle's. Everybody on my crew. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for getting up and doing something for G Media and providing the necessary education that people need in this goddamn space. Not the bullshit that goes on with the dick measuring contest out there in these spaces.
Yes, you too, Leo. And Vanessa, and even Hector's little chump ass. They're still here. The people that were here before that left, they want your money and they'll be back when they're ready for it. They'll be back. They'll be back when they're ready to take your money. And they're gonna, but this time you're gonna be twice as smart as them and you'll know what to look for. You won't fall for the foolish games. If they're building now, find out who they are. Don't wait. Don't wait. Find out who's building. Make some money. Make life-changing opportunities for you, your family, your friends. Hey, guess what? Fuck the lottery. You're doing it the old-fashioned way. Build. 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 And not that creepy, we're building.
You know what? It's not about the money. You know, the Joker said it best. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. And that's what crypto is. It's not about having this. It's a peaceful revolution where people finally understand what money really is, what the value of money really is. That's what it's all about. That we haven't had that. We don't understand the concept because we were never taught it. When we went to school, nobody taught us about economics. Nobody taught us about finances. Our parents didn't know it. So we're in this system. We are born into a system when we're trapped in it. More people made money with meme tokens than they did with Bitcoin. Yes, that's the truth. Why is people so scared to go ahead and talk about any of this? Why are people so scared? Who are we scared of? Because maxis might come after you? I don't understand, why are people so scared? I'm not telling anybody to go into beef tokens. I'm just telling you truth. Every successful investor has diversified. Meanwhile, half of you motherfuckers who are supporting these people that have literally gone to shit. You Bitcoiners, hey, you want to know about Bitcoiners? They said, hey, hold, not your keys, not your crypto, right? Well, they were the first ones in Celsius. But then they want to go ahead and talk shit about somebody going into Shiba Inu or Doge. But yeah, you gave up your keys to Celsius. How does that feel? Yeah, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. You know why? Because there are sons of bitches in this industry working their asses off to get shit right, to get people either the education that they need or building dope ass products for society that can This is what we need. We need products that transition from this decentralized space into the centralized world. That's what we need. That's when we win. It's great that we're creating stuff here, but it needs to be our innovators. I speak to you. I don't code. I don't know Rust. I don't know Solar. I know the basics. Solidity. I need basics, but I can't create like you guys. Develop something that translates to the outside world, that makes society better. That's what this is all about. Bitcoin, yes. Store value. It's great. It's phenomenal. Even, I know Hector is in here. He's having a panic attack. Bitcoin will go ahead and it continues to open up doors globally, and it's fantastic. It is great. Bitcoin maxis, there is no need for you to focus on XRP. You know why? Because the banks will always exist. The banks will not go nowhere. JP Morgan's not going anywhere. So if they want to go ahead and have sex with XRP, let them. Because Bitcoin is not supposed to be working with the banks to begin with. You focus on the wrong things. Focus on educating. How about educating like the OGs? How about taking an approach like Eric Voorhees? Have you guys ever seen the video? Have you seen the latest video? The way he speaks. If we had more OGs like Eric and Charlie Shrem, all these guys out there, Bitcoin would be better for it. Not that, oh, I'm going to be toxic. I'm done. I'm done. You want to finish the show? Finish it. Because honestly, I am done. I am done. 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 We have people like Hector. Like we have a person like Hector in here. Store value is crashing right now. It's almost like he came here and he like Eric, Hector, what is the reason that you're in this space? Is it to wake up every morning to say, haha, look, the space is crashing? Like what? Do you understand? Look at the shit that's going on. Instead of us coming together and uniting, we have fucking sports teams that are developed in this space and everybody's rocking a fucking jersey. Everybody's rocking a jersey.
Well, let's be honest, David. I mean, the individual you're talking about
doesn't matter. It's not even Hector.
What I'm saying is the individual, the people that are in those spaces, they don't know what it's like to be on a team because they think everything was done by themselves. They give no credit to anyone else helping them, even though we know that they wouldn't have their company if it wasn't for other people doing most of the work that they contracted out with. Everyone thinks that they did it on their own and it was just me. Instead of recognizing, yo, man, there's a team behind you. There's a village. There are hundreds of if not thousands of people who are with you. So when you're talking about, even in my OMI community, I tell them all the time, I'm like, no, go into other shit. Find out what else you got. Find out what other bags or other projects are doing. talk to people, learn from each other, because you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just simply need to know that you have smart people around you that can help you when you need it. Learn, listen, develop. The mark of a true man is knowing that he can admit that he's wrong and that he's willing to put in the work to be right. With that being said, David.
There's also rumors now that KuCoin might be KuCoin also might be in trouble along with
I said KuCoin was before Coinbase, so that's weird, but all right. Well, on that note,
before we shut down, 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the breakdown, episode 86. We had BitBoy on. Obviously, BitBoy had some trouble. BitBoy Ben apologized for not being able to be on here, to be able to go ahead and express himself fully. We're going to get him back onto the show. I just want to thank the sponsors, Unstoppable Domains, also xSPECTAR, and I want to thank Gokhshtein Media for powering the show. I just want to thank the entire staff that works for me. In general, thank you so much for believing in this company. And thank you to the community out there that has supported this outlet, this media outlet, since its inception. Thank you so much. There is nothing that's going to stop me from taking G Media and placing it on that #1 pedestal, period. There's nothing, zero. I'm working extremely hard to create a platform that is built by the people, period. And it will. Doubt me, I'm okay with it. Doubt me, just doubt me. Bet against me. Do me a favor, bet against me. Short me. How about that? Short me. Shout outs to Nancy. Shout outs to Jess. Shout outs to Leo, Dave, all the people that have been here riding with us. Shout outs to you and thank you. On that note, I give up my mic, but thank you for tuning in. I personally will see each other tomorrow, and we'll continue to discuss, because I'm sure we're going to have a hectic ass week here, because when one domino falls, another one falls, but we can rebuild. That's all I got to say, is that we can this time around, we have the people and we have the equipment to rebuild fast. This is not 2017, 18, or 19. This is different. And on that note, Akil, you can take it over. I love you, my brother.
I love you too, man. And you know what? I know how the frustration is getting to everybody. Hey, folks, do me a favor today. Touch grass, #1. Tell someone that you love them, #2. Remember, happiness is a choice, but you got to work for it. I'm going to go out there and work for it. I hope you do too. David, love you, brother. Have a great day and an even better tomorrow.
Shout out to Minty as well. Minty, that's my dude, JTC, all them guys. All right, peace out, bro.